You've got one life to live, one love to give, so you make the most of it. Beauty pageants in India have lost their sheen, they are not looked at. It's called I Am She because I wanted it to be a powerful concept. कि एक औरत को celebrate करेंगे. I would love to meet Madonna. I'd love to do another film with Shahrukh, and I just hope that it's the kind of film that Farah Khan directs again. Of course I will get married. Again, I have to find the right guy.
कोई तुझसा नहीं है दुनिया में, कोई तुझसा नहीं है दुनिया में, मान ले बात मेरी आँखों की. Well, she's obviously one of a kind in the entire universe, and whatever she does it with a hell lot of determination and dedication. We have with us Sushmita Sen once again on Bollywood Hungama. Heartiest welcome on Bollywood Hungama once again.
And once again, thank you very much for the warmest welcome that he always gives me. Every time we speak, I feel like I have arrived somewhere very, very close to my heart.
A real honor to have you. The way you've carried yourself, it's fantastic. In fact, it's a real privilege. Sushmita, once again, I Am She 2011, the second year of, I think, a very different sort of venture that she has started, because we have a certain parameters that we tend to follow year and again in India, and she has tried to break that. So, first of all, how was your first year, and how has been this year so far for I Am She?
Oh, well, love, it's been quite, thank you for all the praises towards some really good work, because it's been a teamwork. It's been a whole lot of effort put into something that is new to us. Last year was a lot of struggling because, as you know, beauty pageants in India have lost their sheen. They are not looked at with the right amount of, well, either marketing or business opportunities, and we wanted to change that. So first year we put up a fantastically big show. We had closest friends and people, of course, like Shahrukh and Saif, Kareena, Harman, people that are really close to me, be a part of it. And of course Farah and all, Shobha Day and people who judged it last year. Was quite a successful year.
Come and stand with me. Take off your heels, darling. Yeah. This is the tragedy of my life. All beautiful women just kiss me on the head. But that's okay, I'll live.
This year was even more special because this year we went the route of making it culturally more driven as opposed to making it Bollywood driven. Aur is saal, the girl that has won is absolutely beautiful for Miss Universe, as you will see on the telecast, 27th, 28th of August. And this year we've also added 2 new franchises. Did you know about that?
That's what we've been observing. I think आपने काफ़ी सारे events भी आपके रहे हैं जो कि आपने IMC के लिए करे हैं, and उसमें आपने काफ़ी products के साथ में भी आपके associations as such रहे हैं. कुछ उसके बारे में, तजुर्बे के बारे में आप बताना चाहें?
जी, बड़ी खुशी की बात यह है कि हमारे दूसरे ही साल में हमें ऐसे brands मिले जो हमारे साथ, मतलब they didn't treat us like just sponsor and a brand relationship. They came on as teammates, whether it was Vadavan Lifestyle, which was our title, and fantastic people to work with. They of course have brands like Ed Hardy and Adolfo Dominguez. And then there was Inc., Imtiaz Khatri's Inc. Infrastructure, and then there was Venki's, who supported us immensely. इसके अलावा इतने सारे partners थे इस साल that we were just, every time we did a backdrop, it was filled with brands and more brands. So if that's an indication to go by, and also the fact that, as I was saying, the 2 new franchises, Miss Globe International and Miss Asia Pacific World, pardon me, both of these are new, and that means not 1 but 3 girls will go to represent India at different platforms now.
You know, I still remember when you had won the Miss Universe title at 19. I still remember how you were everywhere. It was, I think, a very proud moment for all Indians that you were just hobnobbing with the most famous people in the entire world. The entire experience that you must have had at that point of time of just, I think, branding yourself and meeting up with the best in the business. Do you think that you're finally just putting everything together as far as an entrepreneur is concerned?
That's a lovely question. I'll tell you why. Because when we started this whole property, and as you know, it's called I Am She, so it's not called Miss Anything. It's called I Am She because I wanted it to be a powerful concept. कि एक औरत को सेलिब्रेट करेंगे, शी को सेलिब्रेट करेंगे, वो शी लंबी या छोटी या यू नो शी इज़ नॉट अ साइज ज़ीरो. वी डोंट ऑब्जेक्टिफाई देम, वी जस्ट सेलिब्रेट देम. वी डिसाइडेड दैट आई एम शी शुड बी अ ब्रांड लाइक दैट. एंड व्हेन we kind of brought together the concept, at that point we said किस कन्विक्शन के साथ बिल्ड किया जाए इसको. तो या तो हम एक कॉर्पोरेट के हिसाब से बिल्ड करें जहाँ पर आपके गाइडलाइंस हैं, ब्रांड की एक एक्विटी है जिसे आप समझते हैं, डिज़ाइन करते हैं, या हम इसे कन्विक्शन से ड्राइव करें. सो क्योंकि मैंने अपने 17 साल जो इस स्पॉटलाइट में बिताए हैं, एंड उसमें से द फर्स्ट 3 years which I lived in Los Angeles and I was pretty much an employee of Paramount Communication and Madison Square Garden, who used to own Miss Universe at that time. Right. So everything I had learned in terms of a brand building exercise or in terms of just the beauty pageant business, I put everything into I Am She, and I'm developing it every year as we go along.
मैं उसी में थोड़ा सा कुछ ऐड करना चाहूँगा. जैसे आप वी सीन एट योर इवेंट्स, जिस तरीके से आप सारे ब्रांड्स का आप जिस तरीके से सबको आप फोरफ्रंट में आप लेके आते हैं, किसी के नाम नहीं बोलते हैं आप. मैक्सिमम पीपल जस्ट यू हैव अ रिकॉल वैल्यू इन टर्म्स ऑफ बाय देयर फर्स्ट नेम्स, एंड एक पर्सनलाइज्ड एलिमेंट आप कहीं ना करते हैं. एंड कहीं ना कहीं वो एक बिजनेस के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से भी आई थिंक इट्स वेरी गुड, बिकॉज पीपल टेंड टू गेट टुगेदर बिकॉज यू गिव देम पर्सनलाइज्ड आई थिंक इंपॉर्टेंस एंड द एंटायर थिंग विच इज अ रेयरिटी इन मेनी वेज इन बॉलीवुड एज वेल.
I'm taking you with me. That's finished now. This interview is over. He's coming with me because he's just इतने दिल की बात बोली है उन्होंने अभी मेरे लिए. No, it's a very special thing. Yes, it is a very special thing, क्योंकि चाहे कोई भी हो हमारे पार्टनर्स, जबकि बल्कि आप तो अच्छी तरह से जानते होंगे because Hungama has been our partner from the word go. इन्होंने हमेशा बड़ा साथ दिया हमारा. All these people make the show happen. And it's not just a show. जैसे हम और हंगामा या हम और हमारे जो PR इनिशिएटिव्स हैं, सोशल नेटवर्किंग है, वो तो पूरे साल चलता है. सो इट्स नॉट इवन लाइक इट्स एन इवेंट और इवेंट ख़त्म हो गया और हमारा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी वहीं तक है. तो इन लोगों के बगैर ये शो नहीं हो सकता, ये year long event नहीं हो सकता. So it is these people who make every single dream possible to realize it. So I better know them by their name, I better appreciate them, I better remember that they are the reason we are here.
One more thing, I think you've crossed one hurdle as far as you've set up a franchisee, and I think it's developing very well. But one thing I think every Indian would want, that the pinnacle that you've achieved through your Miss Universe title, when do we see that happening with Indians once again? Because it's been quite some time.
I tell you, I've been waiting for it a very long time myself. मतलब 11 साल तो हो ही गए हैं सीधा.
The first runner-up is Miss Colombia. That means Sushmita Sen, Miss India. You are the new Miss Universe 1994.
The last time an Indian won Miss Universe was Lara in 2000. नहीं, मेरा बस चले तो मैं हर साल इंडिया को जिताऊं. बट मेरे लिए सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी काम ये है अभी कि वो 80-90 नेशंस में इंडिया को एक कंपटीशन नहीं माना जाता एनीमोर. आई नीड टू चेंज दैट. जहाँ पर हमारी लड़कियाँ टॉप 15 में आने लगती हैं कंपटीशन में, तो you know you've arrived because you've started becoming a competition. So I keep telling and training the women and grooming the women that we're sending. Last year was the first year. This is our second year. जो ताज जीतने का ख्वाब है और इंडिया में लाने का जो ख्वाब है वो ज़रूर पूरा होगा. But that's a byproduct of becoming first a competition. Make it to the top 15. So and it's also a business, as you know. So
definitely.
जितना हम awareness create करते हैं उससे सबसे ज़्यादा फ़ायदा हमारे देश को ही होगा.
If you have to analyze certain attributes which a Miss Universe or Miss World should be having, like say looks is obviously there, photogenic value has to be there, diction is definitely there, communication is there, intelligence is there. कौन सी चीज़ ऐसी है जो कि आपको लगता है कि is most important, or basically it's a mission of everything?
I think it's a package. अगर history देख लें Miss Universes की, तो there's a very distinct type of woman who wins it. वो चाहे 18 साल की हो या 26 साल की हो, क्योंकि that's the age group. रेंज. देयर इज़ अ वेरी सेट टाइप. तो अगर वो लड़की वैसी नहीं भी थी जब जीती, तो बाय द एंड ऑफ द रेंज शी बिकम्स दैट परफेक्ट फिट ऑफ अ मिस यूनिवर्स. एंड इट्स एन एंटायर पैकेज. शी हैज़ टू बी समवन हु has a world opinion. She may hail from India or from Chile or from Brazil, but she has got to be a global citizen in her attitude, compassionate in her behavior, is not too judgmental about whether it's religion or whether it's people or same sex or different sex opinions, of no biases. I'm just so hoping that हमारे इंडिया में ये मेरा मानना है कि जितनी लड़कियों से मैं मिल चुकी हूँ already in 2 years, the potential is unbelievable. It's a matter of now honing it to make it more international. Their Indianness is beautiful. Now you have to just, groom them into someone international.
We'll quickly take a few questions from your fans on Twitter, Sushmita. I've already had one knock. I'm good at it. In fact, Priya64, she says, it's been so long since seen Sush on TV. I'm a huge fan of hers. Please ask her why isn't she doing any more movies lately. Also, is she ever planning to marry?
Blah, blah, blah. well, the truth is, I have some wonderful people on Twitter. I mean, people हक से शिकायत भी करते हैं, हक से बातचीत करते हैं. It's quite, and I'm not someone who's very active on Twitter, but every single message that comes I read, they know that. So my nearing 70,000 people, very sweet. The truth is, I don't want to do films just for the heck of doing it. I know that people have always been worried about there's a time factor and you have to be a certain age group to be an actor, after that it's done or whatever. But I don't see it like that. मुझे पहले 3 या 5 या top 10 में होने का वैसे भी कोई शौक नहीं था.
And you're looking fantastic, so that's getting better in fact.
Yeah, well, what can I say? But yeah, after doing all of this, I think I'm taking my time. As you know, I'm doing so many other things that it's not like I don't want to do a film, love. I do, but I want to do an amazing film that I spend 6 months of my life doing, and you take 2.5 hours watching and say, chalo, Sush does less work, but she does work that entertains us, that we love watching. So, and marriage, yes. Second part of your answer. Of course I will get married. Again, I have to find the right guy.
Okay, Dana Boli, for Sushmita, is happiness the secret of your beauty? Send her a ton of love from all of us. She really deserves it.
Well, hi Dana. Thank you very much. I think happiness is a key factor for everything in life. जिस चीज़ को आप मुस्कुरा लेते हैं, जिस चीज़ को लेके आप मुस्कुरा सकते हैं, वो आपको हमेशा results भी सही देता है. So yeah, it's not like I don't have ups and downs, but I think the happiness comes from the fact that whatever I do it with great amount of joy and love. You've got one life to live. One love to give, so you make the most of it. You do it with happiness.
Fantastic. Cursed and Broken, he is a huge fan. If you could meet anyone in the world, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Oh boy, that's a tough one because let's go with someone who's alive. I think I would love to meet Madonna. I have been a huge admirer of who she is as a person. Not always maybe of her music, but the fact that she's a woman who reinvents herself, who's had a very dark and difficult past and has come out of it with who she is, and she constantly keeps reinventing that part of herself. That's true.
Keeps on reinventing.
So yeah, I'd love to meet Madonna.
Havaluya, that's this, I think Havaluya. Her favorite actor in her contemporaries.
The whole new bunch is quite talented. I love Sonam Kapoor because I think she's very raw. She's not even scratched the surface of her potential yet. But she has this ability to own the screen with her simplicity. So I think by the time she grows into an actor who has done varied kind of roles and stuff, she will be quite fantastic. There's a whole new bunch now, which is a super rocking bunch, but Sonam I really like.
Fahad Malik, is she keen on doing any film with SRK once again? You know that Main Hoon Na, it will always remain, that the music that keeps on playing and the chiffon saris.
तुम्हें जो मैंने देखा, तुम्हें जो मैंने जाना, तुम्हें जो मैंने देखा, तुम्हें जो मैंने जाना, जो होश था, वो तो गया.
And the chiffon saris, yeah. And I think Shahrukh and I have this beautiful chemistry, I agree. Which is possibly why, you don't keep creating that magic. You spoil it a little bit. But yes, I'd love to do another film with Shahrukh, and I just hope that it's the kind of film that Farah Khan directs again.
Celeste, Italy. Dear Sushmita, I truly love your performance in Aag. Please don't laugh. What can you tell us about that experience?
I'm not laughing. I also like my performance in Aag. You may not have liked the film, that's besides the point. No, I liked the film. I liked my performance in the film because it was very raw and very difficult not to think of the Sholay while making that film. So there were moments of, complete rawness in it. But thank you. It was a good experience. I like working with Ram Gopal Varma. We don't always hit a 6, but it's okay.
What are your immediate future plans? How are you looking at your future plan in terms of as a working woman, as in your personal life? How are you looking forward to it?
I'm taking one day at a time, love. I'm very busy. I've just finished with IMC, which has been exhausting. Then I took off to Turkey for 4 days of break. Thank God for that. Now I'm back to shooting these campaigns. Thank God for the brands in the world. I endorse quite a few, so that keeps me busy. Traveling keeps me busy. I'm leaving next for Sao Paulo, Brazil on the 9th of September for the Miss Universe contest. Then I'm going to Cyprus for the Miss Globe International contest. And I'm going to Korea, Seoul for Miss Asia Pacific World. So that will keep me busy. I come back to reintegrating IMC and the recruitments begin for 2012. And I'm hoping to do a film. 3 of them I'm sort of reading presently. Right. So I will do the film. I will hopefully fall in love again. And I will be the best mother in the world. There's so much to do, love every moment.
Lakshmi Bai, is it happening?
Not presently, no.
That is Sushmita Sen talking about IMC 2011. What are her future plans, her entire worldview, the way she looks at the world, and yes, she also wants to fall in love once again. Fantastic having you on Bollywood Hungama once again.
So you see me next in 2012, I'm guessing. No, he does this on a yearly basis. He sees me only once a year. But to the entire team of Hungama, I love you guys, man. Thank you so much for partnering us and for believing in us.
Thank you very much, Sushmita Sen, once again. That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.
Thank you.